Now, the contactless system means that we can have fewer people looking after those people who come to our hotel product. The front desk is located in a hotel product rather than a contactless product. So they're able to devote more time to looking after those people, interacting with them, providing directions, helping them enjoy their stay in Prague, while the other products allow more flexibility. I think when you look at the apartment product, you already have a different expectation. The expectation isn't that you have to go to a front desk. The whole point of the apartmental product is that independence, the easier arrival. You're not restricted by having to wait in queues, go through processes when you arrive, and that's why we've gone the direction we've gone in. The apartment mentality is very much about, it's my stay, I want to just get in, I don't necessarily need to talk with someone. If everything's smooth, why would I? I'm going home. I'm just going home somewhere else.
When we first launched, this type of technology was really only being leveraged in the short-term rental space. And as it's evolved over the previous years, and especially with the sort of accelerating effect of COVID, what we've seen is hotels and sort of near hotel operations want to run more like a short-term rental. A lot of prospective clients think or are worried that technology might replace humans, and that they'll lose some of the hospitality through the process of automation. And tactfully employed technology is not a replacement to human. It's actually something that allows people to be more expressive, more engaging, and actually focus on providing hospitality. So too often, the staff at a hotel or a short-term rental business are really focused on the transactional elements of receiving a guest and seeing them into their space. And when we actually remove that through automation and through technology, it allows them to be more personable, more genuine, and have more conversations and less transactions.
Before we implemented Operto as a system, and of course everything had to be done physically. The guest had to be on the spot, they had to receive keys, keys had to be returned, keys got lost. Everything was subject to how many people come to the reception at a particular time. The Czech Republic has quite a strict process for registering guests. We need to have a lot of personal information. With Operto, we have taken all of that away. The company's moved from having 4 receptions pre-COVID to having 1 reception after COVID, with all the rest of the buildings functioning on the contactless system, with the reception as a backup, with the net result that we're saving around $10,000 a month.
So a lot of that is changing guest expectations. Guests want more from their stays. Once you've stayed in a short-term rental or in a beautifully furnished apartment, you become used to having that kitchen space, the living room, and suddenly going to a more typical hotel room, doesn't necessarily feel quite as comforting. So now we're seeing this collision where we're seeing hotels being operated inside of apartment buildings and hotel quality stays being provided in short-term rentals. And really that's trying to meet the guests where their expectations are while still running a profitable and efficient business model. Guest experience, in our view, is really about making your property stand out. So when the guest books with you, you want to surprise them, you want to delight them, you want to engage them in ways that maybe they didn't necessarily expect. So doing so with technology and giving them the best of both worlds and providing them everything they need at the tip of their fingers, while still giving them the ability to talk to a human being if they need to, really enables them to take control over their own journey. How Operto views the guest experience is about utilizing technology to empower the guest to have control over their own journey and to go about their vacation or their trip as they see fit. At Operto, we actually cater to the full spectrum of guest accommodation, which is both short-term rentals and hotels, but within that world of hotels, we also work with multiple different subsets of clients. So on one hand, you have traditional full-service properties with a front desk, with on-site staff, who use technology to augment their processes and be more efficient. And then at the other end of the spectrum, we have fully autonomous properties. So hotels that have 0 on-site staff other than cleaners and maintenance people. And they use technology to really pilot the entire customer journey from start to finish. A lot of these trends were actually in place before COVID, but COVID really accelerated them. So the push for contactless prompted a lot of businesses to institute these types of practices, probably before they would have, but all of these trends were sort of bubbling below the surface prior to COVID.
A lot of vendors in the market will concentrate solely on a single vertical, whether that's short-term rental, whether that's vacation rental, whether that's multifamily, or it might even be boutique hotels. And I think that while there's a lot of good providers that service those particular niches, what Operto does exceptionally well is we're able to work across those different types. We can do a lot of things for a lot of different types of users because a lot of different portfolios, they have a mixture, of boutique hotels and multifamily, and they might have some vacation rental as well. That's really important that they can tie it all together in one system versus having multiple vendors that are basically doing the same thing. We've done an exceptional job, and we work with a lot of our partners to get the balance right between technology and the human element. One of the most important things when you're transforming your business from sort of an old school analog operation to sort of this new school digital world that we're living in is that you've got a human element that's naturally woven into your vendor, right? So at Operto, it's very important for us that yes, we do supply the technology. We absolutely work with all the best vendors from across the world, but we also have that safety net behind that with the human touch, because things do go wrong, things do break. And it's important that you don't just put your technology out there and say, set it and forget it, and it's just going to work all the time, because that's just not true.